Let's go to Utils. Okay. So there are one thing is providers. So as you know, we like wrap multiple providers in like root of the project. Okay. So we have created a uh, file named providers.js, or you can use TS also if you want to. Then so we have added Redux provider, then query client provider, then toaster container for because we need to wrap all of them. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so this is used for that uh, like wrapping all the providers to the root of the project. Okay, then there is one file called analytics.js. This one is also most important. So if you like if you don't know, I'll let you know that is whenever you click or like do some anything on like browser screen or any of the device, they can be captured. Yeah, like let's say event handling. So what is an event? When you click something, it's an event. When you hover something, drag something, everything is an event. So similarly, these all of them we capture like their post hook and like we can add Google in Analytics, then Microsoft Clarity. There are multiple things which we can add, but this is the like we can add, and what we need to change is just like these properties somewhere. Okay, like G tag set user properties. This window.gtag config, and that is Google Analytics ID. Okay, and we can also what it is like window.gtag event name event property. Similarly, postdoc.capture event name event property. So whenever we use these kind of tools, and I would say analytics tools, we have event names and event properties associated with that event. Okay. So we pass here and everything is done. Okay. So this was like basic thing which we have here to get analytics of the like when I click, when I hover, when I do anything on the like whenever I interact to the web page, that event will be recorded and it helps the analytics and the brands and the I would say uh, companies to suggest and recommend us better products or better things. Okay, to after analyzing the data. Okay, so this was the utils folder which we have. Then there is store. So store is for redux. Okay, if you don't know what is redux, I would say you should know. So what redux is? Redux is basically a state management tool. Okay, and redux contain multiple things, I would say, but two are major. One is store, then one is slice. So just think of a pizza. Okay, just think of a pizza. So what store is? Store is that complete pizza. Okay, but when I say slice, then the once single pizza slice is that slice. Okay, in technical terms, I would say store is where like all the data is stored. Okay. But slices are data chunks. Let's say we have user data. Let's say we have card data. Let's say we have uh, mobile phone data, which we like multiple data streams, which we club together to make a store. Okay. So this is basically Redux, and we use these hooks, use app dispatch and use app selector. Okay, instead of like use dispatch and use selector. So these two basic hooks are for using the Redux. Okay, yeah. So this is like a basic how we create initialize a slice, then create a slice. This is reducers, I would say action or the functions which we use to set the data or clear the data. Like basically reducer in the reducer, we define functions to operate on the states. States are these. Okay. So this was the like Redux. Okay. And we all also need to wrap. Okay. Then there is library folder. Uh, yeah. So, whenever like we use any of the backend API, if you have noticed, there is any of the field, like date field, most of the time they came in epoch. What is epoch? Like the multiple, like 10 to 12 letter string. So that is a date. Okay, in seconds, milliseconds. I don't know how much seconds. Okay, so that is why we have used a date format functions in Utils. So it gets the day, month, then month, year, hours, minutes, or AM, PM. Okay. Or we can configure it also according to our use case. Like I mostly do that. One is with time and without time. One is like with AM, PM, or not with that. Okay. So this is the utils folder, like all the utility function. Let's say there is a string, 1,000 character string, but we want to show only first 100 character. So what I do is like I'll create a function with like data and slice that. Okay. So I can define here and use all over like in the code base. Okay. So this was the utils. Okay. Let's go to hooks. Uh, yeah. So use mutation handler. Let's come to it after some time. Okay. Let's first go through the use debounce. Okay. So whenever like there is searching involved, I would say we want to add a slide delay. Like let's say while I'm searching, I don't want API to be called. Like I'm giving a practical example to this. Okay. So what I will do is I'll add a debounce, like a debounce. So what it does is when I'm typing anything, it won't call any API. When I'm done with typing, it will call the API to get that search, I would say search term to backend or front end or any of the server we have. Okay. So that's the use of debounce to add a delay. Just think of it. Okay. Wherever we want to add a delay, we can use debounce. Okay. So this was like use debounce hook. Okay. Then I already told you about the constants.